All right. So, it's Tuesday. First official week of the NFL's done, and it was an interesting one. Chiefs smacking the Patriots. That's a huge plus in my book. That is just what I want to see. Although, Patriots are probably going to come back and just win a Super Bowl, and then we'll all look stupid, hoping they have an off year, and it's just normally how it goes. But Bills take the Jets, 21-12. Jags take the Texans, which that surprised me, especially with everything happening in Houston. That's just a good old fashioned football game. They fought. I will give it to Jacksonville. I am in no way a Jacksonville fan whatsoever, but they fought. And for them to take down Houston, especially with all Houston had to play for and their own pride and whatnot, shout out to Houston, shout out to everything they've been through with Hurricane Harvey, and I'm sure they're going to have a killer season, but I was very shocked at that Jacksonville game. I mean, for Jacksonville just to come in and take the win, and especially by that margin, 29-7, that is pretty huge. Steelers take the Browns, figures. That's all we're going to say, figures. Lions beat the Cardinals. That is what I want to talk about. That shocked me just as much as the Jacksonville Texans game. For the Lions to come out and put the spanking on Arizona, that's pretty impressive. Maybe the tables have turned. Some of the teams that, weren't as far along, we shall say, is last year, maybe they're going to come out and really put the hammer down this year. Tampa and Dolphins got postponed to Hurricane Irma. I'm a Tampa boy, so shout out to you all. Hope you all make a safe recovery, and it's just tragic what's really happening with these storms lately. From Texas, and then Irma in Florida, then the Keys got it probably the worst. The Keys and Naples probably got it totally. I mean, some of them are destroyed. So that's pretty unfortunate. Falcons take the Bears. Who could have guessed? Raiders in Tennessee. That was a game. I don't know which linebacker it was. I don't know who it was on defense. It wasn't Khalil Mack, and it wasn't the free safety. Those are like the only two I know off the Raiders defense. But, oh boy, body slammed someone like Rey Mysterio, Undertaker, WWE, SmackDown, Raw, whatever it is. Someone did a body slam. So if you can find that body slam, you got to go look for that. Maybe I'll try to find it and put it up. That was disgusting. But Raiders take the Titans 26-16. Ravens shut out the Bengals. That one did shock me. Raiders taking out the Bengals in like a dirty shutout too. 20-0. That's just what happened to Cincy. I mean, it's a divisional game. Pittsburgh had a divisional game, took over the Browns. That's pretty gross. I'm surprised at that, to be honest with you. Eagles beat the Skins. Rams, I didn't even see that score until I'm looking at it just now. The Rams rammed the Colts 46-9. Wow. The Colts must have a wide variety of talent this year. Impressive Colts. Panthers beat the 49ers. Whoa. Couldn't have guessed that one either. Packers beat the Seahawks. That was a good game. I watched most of that one. Packers look solid. Seahawks O-line looks blind. It happens. They went blind a lot. Cowboys and Giants, 19-3. Cowboys. Saw that coming. Saints and Vikings. That is what I want to talk about. I want to know what was said between Sean Payton and Adrian Peterson, because I just want to know. That looked like an exchange, and no one's really coming out and saying what they talked about. I was like, all you see is Adrian like trolling behind him like Donald Trump on Hillary with that look, and then he's like, "Hey," And Peyton turns around and says something like "I hear you" or something like that. You can't see it, and then they just walk off. Like that was the weirdest thing. Like AP, you're new. Don't, or maybe I don't know. I'm not the biggest AP fan. Like I really appreciate his skill and his style, but I'm not the biggest AP fan. That just kind of seemed interesting. I'd really want to know what's going on with that. Broncos beat the Chargers last night. That was a good game. Watched some of that one too. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. I mean, week 2, we got Texans and Bengals, Bills and Panthers, Bears and Bucks, Vikings and Steelers, Cardinals and Colts, Pats and Saints, Browns and Ravens, Eagles and Chiefs, Titans and Jags, Jets and Raiders, Dolphins and Chargers, Cowboys and Broncos, 49ers and Seahawks, Redskins, Rams, Packers, Falcons, and Lions, Giants. So yeah, I mean, it was a good week 1. I feel like there were a lot of things that you didn't expect that happened, but also a lot of things that you expected to happen. Like that was a weird week 1 for me. Extremely entertaining. Just to see some of these teams that normally have, like, not to be rude, but no skill. I mean, anyone who's in the NFL is really gifted and really skilled. I feel like at some point it goes to the coaches and the styles that they draft these players in. Like, you know, you take a kid out of college who he's used to is a certain style of football, and that doesn't mean he's immature because he can't adapt. That means he's extremely talented at one style, I believe. And then, like, for a team that runs the complete opposite, people are going to hate and be like, oh, he's trash, oh, he's garbage. But that's just how it is. I mean, you got to put some of it on the coaches at some point. Like, if your team didn't do as well, or you had a player that was supposed to break out, what is the team really the most fitting for his style? Or it's week 1. I mean, it's week 1. They're going to figure out ways to use him, you know? One of my players I wanted to see coming out was, all the new Buccaneers. But they got postponed because of Irma, and I just got pick sixed. Unless the Madden gods are on my side today, which they're not. But I don't know. It's more so. It's week 1. It's all settled down. You know, it's not. Everyone's going to be making playoff predictions already. I've seen like random stuff all over the internet for who's going to be in the playoff berth this year. Dude, who the heck knows? The Jaguars just beat the Texans. Who knows what's going to happen? For all we know, I mean, the Jaguars could make the playoffs. You just don't know. People, no, that's impossible. You never know. That's why they play the game. If it was based off predictions, the Jaguars wouldn't have won. But overall, really cool week 1. I mean, there were some hits going on that was memorable, like the Raiders one, but that Saints game, I want to know what AP said. Because, I'm not a big Saints fan to begin with. But, oh my gosh. Maybe I'm blind. Like, I'm the Seahawks offensive line. Wow, I should go play for them. I don't know, though. I really want to know what that exchange was about. And what's up with the announcer? Was it... I got to look up his name. The announcer for last night, the Chargers game. Who in the world was that? The in-game announcer. I cannot figure out who it was. I've seen like memes of him all day. He was the most annoying thing I've ever heard in my life, and I don't care what you think. I mean, it was just, it was kind of brutal to listen to be honest. Like, I'm all for new people to come in, and I don't know his backstory. Maybe he's like a football guru. But not gonna lie, he was stating a little bit of the obvious, like John Madden style, like the grass is green. Yep, we know. I've watched football a long time too, buddy. What is that guy's name? I think it was something Dip or Dig. Oh my gosh, if I could find who that is. I saw one meme when it was like when you lied on your resume and still got the job, because he was rough. But the problem is they're probably going to keep him around because people like me had such a response to him. You're going to tune in to listen to him just to hear what the heck he's going to say. I'm still trying to look up who he was. What in the world? I feel like it was Dip Dig. I don't know what it was. Come on, root for me to find it. I'm going to try to play one play and then I'm going to find it. There we go. Let's see. I saw it blasted all over this morning. Oh, here's one. So this is just a meme. It says, I'm now listening to the game in Spanish on ESPN2 because I just can't take it anymore. I was kind of there, too. That was really brutal. More stuff about Adrian Peterson. Yeah, Sergio Dip. If I'm saying your name right, I assume I am. He gave the most cringeworthy sideline reporting of all time. Yeah. Okay, Sergio Dip. Wow. You're a rare talent, my friend. I will say that. They're going to keep you around to annoy people like me just to hear what the hell you're going to say. Number one, I'm not going to lie, I could understand you, but it's like when you play a video game, a cheap one, off a platform like Steam, and it's really bad Russian translation, and you just can't understand it. And it's like, the cat said moo in the night because the grass was green. I mean, you didn't say anything like that necessarily. You were just that annoying and made me want to turn off Monday Night Football. But I didn't because you were so annoying, and now I'm going to continue watching Monday Night Football and be the biggest fan of yours, trying to root for you to get the words right and not make me cringe and not have America hate you. So, good luck, buddy. I hope it kind of works out for you in some way, shape, or form, because that was rough. And it's like, I don't know if it was him. If he was sideline reporting, maybe I'm tripping. I don't know who it was. There was like, it's like the regular commentator was talking, and then old boy would just chirp right in and overtake the conversation into for absolutely nothing. Like it was his, like it's like Goodell or someone said, go in there and say everything you possibly can every time the other guy tries to speak. And then, I mean, I literally sat there in my bed and said to myself, like, someone at halftime has got to tell him to shut up at some point. I mean, it was crazy. He was just so loud. He was extra. He was extra as hell, man. Like, no other complaints about any commentary. Most people have been saying stuff about Rex Ryan, this and that, blah, blah, blah. It's good. Fabulous. He was rough, that guy. Maybe the chick up there annoyed me too. Like, whoever was with them up there, maybe she was annoying me too. I don't know what was going on. That was one of the most infuriating Monday Night Football games, like, commentary-wise, I've ever heard. Like, bring back whoever the hell you had in there before. That was so terrible. Oh boy, let's see if we can find anything else on it. There we go. Monday Night Football. Oh, it's my turn. Okay, let me just. ESPN sideline reporter melts down on a Monday Night Football. Yeah. I don't know what he was saying. I mean, does he know football? I'm being serious. Like, I don't know. I'm not going to look up his backstory necessarily. And I should do my research on him and see what he's about before I start talking mad crap. But I'm going to talk mad crap because it's week 1 and everyone can hate me later because he's probably going to come and do really good later in the season. But even the media is saying he wasn't ready for some football. I mean, he was just so brutal. I just want to know who in their right mind let him do that. Like, you gotta... They should do, like, test runs or something. I mean, let him do a couple of high school games. He is the perfect example, though, of, like, when you lied on your resume but got the job. He is that guy, 100%. Alright, maybe we can get a comeback, too, on top of it. Yeah, if anyone knows what AP said to Sean Payton, I'm really dying to know. That just looked uncomfortable for both parties during that exchange. I just want to know, too, if AP was just being a punk like normal. Not to say AP's always a punk, but AP's always a punk. I'm just not a big AP fan. It has nothing to do with the... I don't condone anything he did either, but it has nothing to do with what he did. It just has to do with, I just don't like Adrian Peterson. The roids! Can someone? Thank you. Wow. All right. Well, I want to know how everyone thinks the Jaguars are going to do after that performance. Do we all think it's like the big fluke, like the Patriots lost week 1? Well, I just got destroyed. Like the Patriots lost week 1, but they're going to come back and destroy us all, or they're going to suck the rest of the season. I know everyone pretty much like prays on the NFL gods, Roger Goodell, that that the Patriots just stopped doing so dang well for once in their happy lives. Everything's so dramatic with them too. Tom Brady and his balls and how he deflates them. This big scandal, and then nothing really happens, but it kind of does because they just do as good as they did before. I mean, you love them to hate them. But I'm curious what people think the Jags are going to do. Because I think if the Jags were ever to get their ass handed to them in a royal way, it would have been this past weekend. But no. They come out and they get the roids on and they go and smack some. What's up, Walter? All right, let's see. We have a possible comeback, which will be all right. Oh, gosh. I'm getting juked. Oh, boy. Also, some of the players I normally don't hear from, you know, you heard some names yesterday that you normally don't. Like everyone on the Jaguars. Sorry, I keep getting on now. I mean, It's just funny. The crap they go through every year, the memes, the Jaguars are mid-season form. Like, I remember they show a clip in their preseason. Like, you got to go find that clip. Type in Jaguars practice camp video or whatever it was. It was, oh, I just screwed up. Like, it was a video of them doing like a sled drill on a D-line, and he trips, falls, face plants. It's hilarious, and it's like Jaguars in mid-season form. I mean, I don't know. I could, even being from Florida, I could never get into Jacksonville whatsoever, but a little part of me inside really wants them to just make people laugh, because I really, for some reason, want them to do insanely well, just so they can tell people to shove it for once. And it pains me to say that, because I should want my own team to do extremely well, because people have been laughing at Tampa Bay forever. But Tampa Bay is not as big of a laughing stock as Jacksonville. That's the best part about it. I know, I always find myself rooting for that team that gets so much crap. As long as they're not in my division, I could care less. Really. But this is... that would be just so prime. So many haters. But I think the best part about it would be is seeing how many bandwagon Jacksonville fans, like if Jacksonville actually did something, mark my words, if they actually do something, people say, I believed all along. I didn't. I didn't believe for 2 seconds. When I saw that clip of old boy tripping and falling in the sled drill when he's making contact with a big beanbag, I thought they were over. They should have just packed up and went home. That's what I thought. But who knows? Maybe it's the Patriots fluke. Like, Patriots lose one, they go and like win the rest. Jacksonville's win one, they go and lose them all. I don't know though. We'll see. Spent a lot of time on Jacksonville. I don't think I've thought about Jacksonville this long ever. Look, I lived in Florida for 20 years, and I've been through Jacksonville maybe once because I just didn't care that much about Jacksonville. I do now, because I think if they do well, mark my words, I really think there's going to be a lot of bandwagon teams. I mean, it's about due time for them, though. It's definitely about due time for them to come in and maybe get something. I know they were good like for a year or two or three a long time ago, but not really in my lifetime have I seen them, like from when I can remember, like when I got into football so heavy. I've always watched football, but I've never gotten like into the statistics of it as heavy as I am now, and I don't know. It's just Jacksonville is the ass of every joke. Along with Miami, kind of, but not really, because, I mean, it just depends. It's like, it's a give and take, but I think all Florida teams are the butt of jokes. I mean, no wonder they all lose a lot. I mean, they can't breathe 24/7 because it's frickin' 98 degrees 24/7 in that state. They get dehydrated just walking to take a piss. Who knows though? Maybe this is the year of turnarounds for teams. That'd be kind of cool to see a new era in football. Like, we've had the same teams be good for so long. Like, gosh, it's always been like New England. New England's always been pretty solid. The Raiders for the past few have been pretty dang solid. The Seahawks for a long time have been solid. Well, I'm just used to, like, every time you turn on ESPN, Sports Center, or anything like that, it's like, it's either cutting to Aaron Rodgers, cutting to Tom Brady. Like, I can't tell you how many times I turned on the TV and tried to watch some football, or tried to get even in preseason, in like mini camp when camp started, I just wanted to see the smallest glimpse of the Bucs in any way. And it was either Tom Brady's face, Aaron Rodgers' discount frickin' double check, or how the fans of Aaron Rodgers or the fans of Tom Brady and controversy surrounding those, or anything. It's like you can never really find accurate, good information about your own team unless you type it in on the website. Or if your team gets blessed enough like mine to get Hard Knocks. That's the most insight to the Bucs I think I've ever had, was Hard Knocks. That was like really amazing. It turned my opinion of a lot of players, to be honest, around. Oh, again. Playing like the Seahawks O-line. But I don't know. That needs to change. They should do an actual. I mean, I know they do full coverage of all teams. Yeah. Okay. They just do a lot more coverage of every other team. I think like if there was 3 breakout teams that no one expected to be good this year, it'd be, I don't know. It'd be the Browns for sure, the Jags absolutely, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't even know who the other one would be that I would be shocked at. Honestly, maybe Philly, if they did extremely well, like playoff well. If the Browns make the playoffs, I will jump on one foot and start wearing Browns clothes, because that's how confident I am that they won't make the playoffs. It'd be cool for their fans. I feel bad for fans though. Like, I know your pain, like the Bucs for so long got shat on. Like, we had the Super Bowl with Gruden, and then nothing. Has been rebuilding. But, alright, we got to start focusing on this game if we ever want a chance to come back. We got to get off the Jaguars train here and Browns train. Alright. 21-26, I'm down, third quarter. Minute 25 left in the quarter. Let's do it. Time to ball. Play a little linebacker. I haven't done that all game now. I feel like an idiot. I want to know what everyone thought about Marshawn too. His big old debut he had. I'm not going to have a comment on it right now. Like, I've always kind of liked the Raiders just because they're just a gnarly team to watch. Like, no matter what it is and who they're playing, they will give you a show. So in that aspect, like, I really respect the Raiders as a unit. Like, I'm not a bandwagon Raider fan. I wouldn't root for the Raiders over my teams any day, but they do give a show, and massive props to that organization. And I haven't heard anything, like, are they moving to Las Vegas or not? Like, I haven't heard a thing about it. I think they are. I'm 99% sure they are. Which, at the end of the day, I think that's a huge, I don't know why you'd make that move, like, especially in a city like Oakland. Like, leave the Raiders where they are. It's a cool vibe for them. And they have they have one of the dopest fan bases ever. Like, I was at that game with Tennessee and Oakland, and I can't tell you how many people were Raider Nation. Like, Raider Nation was there. Like, I know every team does the face paint, but they do it good. Like, their fans are crazy. But yeah, comment below and let me know what you thought of Marshawn's debut. I don't really know how I felt about it yet. All right, we really need to get something going here if we want any shot. This is dumb, but I'm going to do it. Now it's genius. I'm a genius. That was weird. My controller died. But yeah, that's pretty much it for my Tuesday recap. A lot of interesting things happened. I'm really pumped for week 2. I think this is going to be, I'm sure people say it every year, I think this is one of the craziest years for football we're going to have in a long time. Because, no matter who you are and how you think and who your team is, it gets old seeing the same teams over and over and over again. But maybe we'll get lucky and have a crazy year and like the unexpected happened, which it happened week 1 for me. A lot of things I didn't think would happen happened, so. All right, let's try to win this. All right, there we go. That's what we needed. All right. If we can hold them, man, we have a shot. All right. Ooh, good hit. What up, Ty? Just talking about my little Tuesday recap of the NFL, of what I thought. The Jags beating the Texans. I think I spent you got to rewatch this video and tell me what you think. I'm really curious because I just can't believe what the Jaguars have done. Yeah, watch that. When you get back to Ty, I want to have you on here on Tuesdays and we can talk about what in God's name is happening with the NFL, because I feel like I still can't fathom some of the teams that won. All right, let's see. Ty, I'm about to try to make the biggest comeback of my life. And it's probably not going to work. Because I'm getting Marshawned. Be back tomorrow. Yeah. Let me know how your crib did with the storm, man. If you know already, or when you get there. I think it should be all right. Oh my gosh! They did good. That's good. Yeah, I'm glad it did good though. That would have really been bad. Ty, you see that first comment? From Walter. You know Walter? All right. Well, we got to score and go for 2, which is going to suck. You don't know Walter? Yeah, me either. Walter jumped in and then just bailed on me. Just dropping in to say hi. So Ty, I have 90 Derek Carr and I still haven't given them away because I put up a video and it was like win my Derek Carr and no one did what I said. So if you want to, you can have my Derek Carr because I refuse to give up Jameis. Every time the new team of the weeks come out too, I'm gonna do whatever it takes to get that player and then give him away. Maybe Walter thinks I'm cute. He might. I'm unshaven and I look like I haven't showered in 3 days. Oh, good catch. But I have showered. Maybe. Dang it. Last time out. You'll take who? Walter? No, Walter's mine. I'll keep Walter. I like Walter. You don't have a bushy beard. Alright, Ho-Chuck. Oh, dang it. So you head back tomorrow, Ty, you said? I'm going to be streaming stuff most of the day and trying to get some videos done. Then I'll edit them later or whatever. Oh, boy. 4th and 17. I don't think I'm going to pull this one off, but it's alright. Nope. I lost. Oh. Where were you in Georgia? Where'd you evacuate to? That's rough, man. That Georgia drive, no matter where you are from where we're from, that is a rough drive. I appreciate this guy playing out, though. That's one huge thing. Ty, if Jacksonville does amazing this year, unexpectedly, and just is the most beast team of all time, are you going to be a bandwagon Jags fan? That's the real question. Because I was saying, I feel like there's going to be some serious bandwagon fans. All right, well, I lost. I'm I'll jump on a. I'm gonna end this stream, but I'll put it back on in a second. I'm gonna do some work to the team, so I'll do that right now.